Statistics has given us a glimpse of the main changes in store when the GDP, inflation and IIP will be calculated on the revised base year of FY23 from the current base year of FY12. Latha joins us now with the major changes in the formula. Latha, what will this mean? What can we expect?
Oh, well, the conference gave us a lot of fodder saying how they are going to, the Ministry of Statistics, is going to increase its sources and improve the methodology of calculation of GDP, CPI and IIP. Just remember, the base year is going to be changed from the earlier 2011-12, or rather the current 2011-12. The new base year will be 22-23. But the first CPI will be announced only on Feb 12. Which means two monetary policies don't have to bother about a new CPI. The budget also will not have to bother about a newly calculated GDP. You know, it can throw things out of gear. So both the next two policies and the budget are out of danger of any, numbers being rewritten. The big changes that must be announced is that for non-financial, that is manufacturing and such other companies, they are going to use corporate data activity-wise and not enterprise-wise as it is currently used. Very quickly, to give you an example, for instance, Maruti would be originally and in the counted as manufacturing, but now they will take out manufacturing. If they are doing any trading, they will treat it separately and put it in the appropriate categories in the GDP. Now, this could mean that manufacturing may look a little smaller when the new series comes, but there are this kind of fine-tuning that they're doing. The other thing that Mosby said is that they're going to use GST data to corroborate the corporate sector data in terms of revenue, etc. And the GST data will also be used for regional allocation of the GVA. Now, last couple of years, the Ministry of Statistics has also started unincorporated companies survey that is called as-used survey. That will be used to give for the annual GDP calculation the amount coming from the informal sector. You know, the formal sector GDP is counted quite easily. Informal sector will be counted through this. But this data will not be available quarterly. Only the annual GDP can be done on this fashion. The quarterly GDP will only extrapolate the informal from the formal as it does these days. The Mosby has also told us that for manufacturing, they will use double deflation. There was a lot of criticism about the single deflation. That is, they will deflate output prices, input prices, and then give you the exact value add in the manufacturing space. But for the non-manufacturing space, they will have to continue with either the single deflation method or what they call the single extrapolation method, which is still a very sophisticated and internationally accepted method of calculating value add. Very quickly, coming to CPI, the Ministry of Statistics said that they're enhancing the number of markets, towns and items that they are covering. They're going to include fresh administrative data as well as online data. That's very important. That's a new set of data that they're going to include, since so many of us buy so many things online. Also, they're going to give more granular details. So the number of items for which you will get CPI will be more. The new CPI release, which will come on February 12, 2026, will therefore even look very different because there will be more items. Coming to IIP, the focus is again going to be more healthy sources. For every item, they want at least 4 factories, establishments producing it. And also, they're going to continue to replace, if one factory is not giving them data or it has become non-operational, they will quickly replace it in real time with another factory so that the data is always robust. There is a new way of calculating, more robust real-time way of calculating called chain-based indices. That is work in progress. Eventually, that and seasonally adjusted IIP will also come, become available to us.
All right, Latha, many thanks for joining us. GDP, CPI and IIP all set for a change. Now